Hey everybody, it's Marshmonk here. It's going to be The Flash Season 2, Episode 15 review and rundown. Whole lot of stuff. Especially Zoom finally being unmasked. It's huge. So what does this mean and what is going on with this episode? Well, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to do King Shark stuff first because that was the biggest thing in this episode. Even though we did get the Zoom reveal, we're going to talk about King Shark first. So let's get started. So basically it starts out with, Diggle and Lyla are dealing with, King Shark, right? King Shark escapes, then, out of Argus, obviously he's gonna escape, he's King Shark, runs Central City. Diggle and Lyla have to go there to warn Barry, but they said that it's gonna be an Argus matter, they're gonna handle it themselves. Barry goes after King Shark. We kind of learn the origin story of, and this King Shark is Earth 2, so we kind of get, this different origin, still kind of the same, though, because they talk about the Earth 1 King Shark as well. But along the course of the episode, we also get some stuff about, Harrison Wells, E. Wells, saying, do not tell anybody of what happened in Earth 2. Barry and Cisco both end up spilling the beans. So Barry tells Joe and Iris all about Earth 2 Joe and Iris, how Iris was a cop, and how Joe was a singer, and how Joe died, and all that craziness, where, Cisco told Caitlin, hey, you were Killer Frost. You're this metahuman that had ice powers, and you were like Elsa of Frozen. He didn't really say that, but he said that in the previous episode, the Escape from Earth 2 episode, which I thought was just amazing. But, anyway, it was kind of fun to see them kind of, reveal to what their Earth 2 counterparts were. And, Caitlin thought this whole episode was being cold, as they said in the episode. And I think that what this whole story is about, because Caitlin being kind of harsh to that lady at the aquarium, or I guess, not aquarium, but, marine biology place, I think. But anyway, all that, and then her being cool to Cisco. I think that what that is that they're just trying to confirm. And at the end, when she kind of pranks Cisco saying, I'm Killer Frost, or I mean, she didn't really say that, but you know what I mean. I think that when she pranked him, what this story is set up is that it's telling you that Earth 1 Caitlin will not be Killer Frost. Now, a lot of people still have hope in that, but once it was confirmed that it was Earth 2 Caitlin, I was kind of like, I'm not happy about it because I really want to see Earth 1 Caitlin become a villain and could turn on Barry. That would be really cool. But it is what it is, and they have said that Killer Frost, Earth 2, is coming back. So we're going to be, it's really cool to see that Killer Frost coming back, but that Caitlin isn't. And I think the story is kind of telling you, hey, she's not Killer Frost. So let's just, pass it on. Because she said multiple times she doesn't have the metahuman gene. Although, she could get powers. We've seen, from Supergirl, how people get power. Livewire got her powers, and she wasn't involved in, this particle accelerator thing. Even though it didn't happen on that Earth, you can still get powers without having this gene thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway, throughout the episode, we also get some stuff with Wally West. I loved this. This was so good. So basically what happened with Wally West in this episode was that Wally was, had this, he was actually competing in the first part when we saw Wally with the cup stacking. I thought that was really cool too. How he said, nobody's faster than me. Boy, get in line, because there's a lot of people that think that they're faster than Barry, but that ain't true. We got Zoom, we got Reverse Flash, Trajectory's probably next, so I don't even know at this point. But anyway, yeah, I feel like Wally is just, it's competitive with Barry, because I feel like this is this whole thing about Golden Boy here being the big, the big thing in their life, and, Wally kind of being the side dish, you could say, he's the entree, Wally's the side dish, but basically it goes out this whole story of, Wally wanting to build this really cool turbine engine car, and I thought that was really interesting, because he's going after this college thing, I guess, so what he's going to do for his college projects to build this car, so he goes to Barry for help. Barry it's kind of awkward. I actually felt the awkwardness between, Keenan Lonsdale, I think that's his name, right? And then, Grant Gustin. I kind of felt how they were just, it was so good. It's kind of, it is awkward. If you brought someone into your home that is Joe's birth son, and you're, his adoptive son in this situation, and Wally's kind of competitive with you, and you're I don't really like this guy, we're not compatible situation. It's kind of it's gonna be awkward. Let's be real here. So I kind of like what they played around with it in this episode, and I kind of like how they ended off with Joe saying, hey, this is how this happened. This is how Barry came to be in my life, and you're just as much as my son as he is. Let's be real here. He's, he's not perfect. Because Barry even said, hey, let's not tell him that I'm perfect. And there was even this line in the episode about him being a coward, Wally called him a coward. And I was like, fool, let me just let's have Barry take off the, I guess not earrings, but let's have Barry take off the bracelet? I don't know. Does Barry wear bracelets? I have no idea. Let's have Barry just, you know what? Never mind. That was a horrible reference. Start over. Let's just have Barry kick your butt with the Speed Force. Like, let's be real here. I could, like, if you knew the truth about, like, I really think that what's going to happen is that Wally's going to find out the truth about Barry one way or another. Either what Barry's going to tell him, either it's just going to be this reveal, like, hey, I had to save your life with the Flash powers. I thought that was going to actually happen in this episode, but I guess it wouldn't happen because I have to build it up first, but seriously, I really thought that was going to happen. And then, I think that it will happen one way or another. I think that a metahuman will be involved, a Speed Force accident will be involved too when Wally gets his powers, and then Barry will have to use his speed as Barry to save Wally. It will be revealed that he's the Flash. Wally will have this big turn on Joe for not telling him, and Wally will develop speed. He'll become the Kid Flash or whatever they're going to name him. Boom. There you go. See, I think that that's what they're going to do because it seems like a Flash thing to do. I don't know. It just feels like it. But yeah, good stuff, good Wally stuff this episode. I feel like it was really strong. Love what they're doing with that. It's really cool. Now let's go on to more King Shark. So Barry goes up against King Shark in this episode. King Shark is huge. Like, what would happen if Hulk versus King Shark movie or TV show, whatever you want to do, came to be? That would be so incredible. Obviously, it probably wouldn't be a TV show because TV has so much CG, and if they did that for an actual show, like every episode, wouldn't work. But if they had a movie, like if DC and Marvel ever crossed over, which obviously they're not going to, but if they ever did, wouldn't you want to see a Hulk versus King Shark? Like, oh, that'd be so cool. Or Hulk versus, like, I don't even know, like Hulk versus Doomsday or something. That'd be so cool. But King Shark in this episode was huge. He just, like, broke it in the house a bunch of times. Actually, Grant Gustin posted a picture on his Instagram about the set being, like, the ceiling of the set being torn off. And he actually posted it up and he took a picture of it. It was really cool. The hole in the wall, or the ceiling, it was really cool seeing that as well. So Barry versus King Shark, very awesome. Then we have the electrifying water trick with the hurricane using the lightning bolt against King Shark. The Jaws jokes were really cool too. And they ended up taking King Shark back to Argus. Now, instead of weaponizing metahumans like Amanda Waller wanted to do, they're going to try to find a way to help King Shark, which I thought was really interesting. So I can't wait to see if they're going to follow up on that for future Argus and Lyla episodes. But anyway, it was really cool to see King Shark in this episode. Really awesome. Really excited for him. I don't think I missed anything other than we're going to talk about the Zoom. We're going to talk about, we got to talk about Zoom. We're going to talk about that. Don't think I've forgotten about it. But other than that, I don't think I've missed anything. If I did, leave in the comments and I'll do a monkey updates on it. But let's talk about the Zoom reveal. So, spoilers. Obviously, I should have said that like a long time ago. But if you don't want to know who Zoom is, which I don't think why would you? I don't know. Okay, well, I'm just going to warn you, spoilers. Let's talk about Zoom. Zoom revealed Jay Stinkin' Garrick is Zoom. I did not call it. I actually thought it was going to be like Henry Allen, or they were going to have this like weird explainer about like another character, or whatever it was going to be, but I didn't think it was going to be Jay. And a lot of people were saying that they didn't like the reveal because it was just so like, it was just so PLL. Like it was like a person, like Charlotte revealed as A, not that exciting. They thought Jay revealed as Zoom, not that exciting. I thought it was really cool because we still don't know who Metal Mask is, and I have a theory. So here's my theory of what happened and why Jay is Zoom. Earth 2J, the one that we've been following throughout the whole series, the one who's been with Caitlin, the one who's been with Barry, that Jay Garrick is Earth 2J. Alright? That's Earth 2J. The regular Jay Garrick, who's the Flash. We already know that. He has Speed Force. That is Jay. But I think that since Harrison Wells, apparently, he was involved with his particle accelerator in the creating of Zoom, and he said he knew who Zoom was. I don't know if they followed up on that. But anyway, I think that what happened is that Jay Garrick Earth 2 got his powers, obviously from the particle accelerator. But I think that the negative Speed Force, there was a negative Speed Force accident between their particle accelerator that created a clone, a negative Speed Force clone to create Zoom. And, like, he needs, like, other Speed Force, like, other, like, he needs to siphon Speed Force from other speedsters to keep a clone, keep alive, and keep pumping Speed Force into him because he's negative Speed Force. He's from this, like, weird cloning thing. I think that's what's going on, so I think that's what's happening. I don't know if that's true or not. And then, who's Metal Mask? I think Metal Mask is Earth 1J. I think that Earth 1J is Metal Mask. And that Zoom, since his face was perfectly fine underneath the mask, Zoom has been posing as him the whole time. Because if you remember, the Hunter Zolomon, isn't that how you say it? Zolomon? Hunter Zolomon, or Zolomon, whatever you want to say, was in Earth 1, the time that they introduced him, where Jay was like, hey, that's Hunter Zolomon, right there. that was the same time where the breaches were still open. So that would make sense for Zoom to come through and pose as Hunter Zolomon while he was actually in Earth 1 dealing with Barry. So I think that is what's going on here, and that the Metal Mask is the actual Earth 1J, because Jesse Quick said that ever since she's been here, the Metal Mask's been there, and she's been there the whole season. So wouldn't it make sense if Zoom brought Earth 1J in a Metal Mask, put him in there, and she brought Jesse Quick here? See where I'm going with this? So I think that overall, Earth 2J has a negative Speed Force clone that ends up being Zoom, and he kidnaps Metal Mask, who is Earth 1J, and he poses as him. I mean, that's what's going on. I think that's what it is. That's my theory. Although a lot of people said that it could also be Velocity 6 clone, and that there was an accident with both Particle Accelerator and Velocity 6 created Zoom, and that's why Earth 2J is dying. That's also a good theory too, so I'm going to stick with those two until we get further info. Like, it could still, I definitely think it's J. Like, at this point, Teddy Sears kind of looks like the guy who's in the Metal Mask. It could be him, or maybe there's another actor that just kind of looks like Teddy Sears. So I think that it's definitely going to be a J Garrett, like a third J. So that's what I think. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the same thing as me? Like, is there 3 J's involved, and one of them, being Zoom, is a clone? Comment down below. I want to hear what you think. And do you have any other theories as to who Metal Mask could be? But listen there to my other Flash videos. I have a whole ton, like the whole season. I've done the whole season so far. Next week, Trajectory. That's going to be a big episode. At least I think so. Every episode is just huge. It's like, Season 2 is so much better than Season 1. In terms of, like, how strong the episodes are, and the storylines, how interesting they are, and all that. But links in there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and Sims channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe those. Like and favorite this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.